Greetings. Welcome back to Beaver Branch Disc Golf Adventures. My name is Brian Morris, PDGA 16791. I'm a member of Team Trilogy and a member of Trilogy Talk Team. Today we have a distance driver comparison for you. We're going to go with the Latitude 64 Havoc. The Havoc comes in at a speed 13, glide of 5, turn of -1, and a fade of 3. We're going to compare the Havoc to the Westside Discs Sorcerer. The Westside Discs Sorcerer comes in at a speed 13, glide 5, turn of -0.5, and a fade of 3. Now these have just recently been produced again by Westside Discs, and I've seen a lot online about people saying that they are a little bit more understable than they had anticipated with that turn of -0.5. Somewhere on a flight chart, it's a combined flight chart, maybe this one right here, I saw the Havoc and the Sorcerer right with each other on that flight chart. So let's compare these discs. Let's see how they fly.
All right, and here is a look at the Westside Discs Sorcerer on the left and the Latitude 64 Havoc on the right. You can see the parting lines there are both pretty low, indicating that the disc could be on the understable side. Here is a side-by-side comparison. I feel like the Havoc is a little bit more domey than the Sorcerer. Sorcerer seems a little bit flatter to me. And both the rims are about the same. I don't know the exact measurements. As always, we're going to start off with a routine hyzer shot. The distance to the basket I'm throwing to is about 340 feet. Sorry about this first shot. Really can't see the second part of the drive there, but it did get up towards the basket. It did stand up as well off of that hyzer shot. Very similar to the flight of this Sorcerer, which you will see it stand up and start to move a little bit to the right and then fade back at the end. So pretty good start off the ice cold hyzer releases. And now we're going to move over to the anhyzer line. Throwing Havoc first most of the time. And let's see how it holds the line. Now you see it got over for a pretty good anhyzer left to right shot there and did fade back at the end. And trying to throw all of these shots consistently, trying to get that same release, same snap, same pull. You can see the Sorcerer moved a little bit more to the right before fading back and ended up maybe 25 feet further than the Havoc did. You can see that was the Sorcerer and the Havoc is over here. It faded out a little bit more to the left. Now we're going to go with the flat release here. Trying to snap it straight. First Havoc. And this one kind of goes out of view. It goes right in front of the truck there. Second shot is going to be the Sorcerer. Trying to do the same exact release. And to see the Sorcerer moved a little bit more to the right than the Havoc, indicating that it's a little bit less stable than the Havoc. And in general, that's what I found. That was the Sorcerer. That was the Havoc. That basket is about 330 feet from the tee pad, so that's about how far those shots went. Now I'm going to throw a couple distance shots. I'm going to say my max speed is around 55 to 60 miles per hour. and I'm also just trying to get this out there. I would say I can typically throw around 400 feet on a distance shot, and the Opto Havoc pretty much got me there. This is with no wind, so it's a very irregularly calm day. Here is the other Havoc. And these were really nice discs in the sense that these are brand new discs, and they pretty much are coming like they're, seasoned in. Now for the Sorcerer on the distance swipe, and you can see it got over pretty good there and faded back a little bit there at the end. All of these were right around 400 feet, measured them with U-disc. So that's plus or minus 16 feet, according to U-disc. And then this one got over, probably the best looking shot because I was going for the basket that's back there on the wood. And that one got about 400 feet as well. So you see the one on the right there was the last shot. This is the Havocs there, both of them to the left of both of the Sorcerers. And the final Sorcerer shot was the same distance, but was just over further to the right from that target I was shooting towards. By popular demand, throwing a couple forehand shots here. It's not necessarily my forte. And going for a forehand distance shot for me, which I can throw a forehand about 300 feet on a full flex. That first shot was the Havoc. And I guess what this can tell us is that the Sorcerer is definitely a little bit less stable than the Havoc as it got a little bit further and down the fairway. Taking a look at those shots, and I will do my final wrap up for you in person.
All right, guys, final synopsis here. I believe the Havoc's numbers are right on at that 13.5 -1.3. Maybe even a little less stable than that. It feels a little bit less stable than a Sheriff. And the Sorcerer, I think that -0.5 might be the old number. I don't know if this number has been updated since they've been back in production. The Sorcerer feels like it's a slightly more streamlined, flatter disc. Both of them have a glide of 5. So the Havoc feels a little bit more domey. Both of them fly great as an understable distance driver. I don't have a very strong arm. I can throw it probably 55 to 60 max to get out to somewhere around 400 feet on a full flight. So I kind of like these discs. It'll be interesting to see if they get in the bag with some field work. That's it. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you on the next comparison review.